What is going on? Logic here with a different type of video. Today we're going to be doing a guide tutorial video on the new Knockout City game that just released on Friday. So without wasting any time, let's get directly into it. Before we actually start, if you're playing this game on the Switch version, you have two options, quality and performance mode. You need to play this on performance mode. When you play on performance mode, you're at 60 frames versus being on 30 frames on quality mode. The reason you want to be on performance mode is not only because of the higher frame rate, but when you play games at a higher frame rate, there's also less input lag. So essentially, this means the time it takes for your button press to register on screen. So this is going to be really good for this game. Okay, so now that we got that out the way, let's start off with the basics. R2 is going to be to throw your ball, obviously. Holding R2 charges your throw, making it faster. You can also pass the ball by pressing L1. You can also charge L1 to make the ball go faster to your teammate. Also, don't worry about catching a teammate's ball, you'll do it automatically. Also, when you pass it to your teammate, you'll get an overcharge, which will make the ball move significantly faster. You also have a dodge button. When you press square, you'll dash into the direction you're facing. This dash can also be used to block incoming dodgeballs as well as move out the way of incoming dodgeballs. Be careful though, after this dash you'll be left wide open, but it can open up a number of opportunities. Also with this dash you can knock balls out of your opponent's hand, so it can be a good tool to use in close quarters. Another way you can use this dash is to knock your opponent out of the stage if they are close enough. If you dash into a wall, you'll be stunned momentarily, so try to watch where you're going. Also, if you and your opponent dash into each other at the same time, you'll also be stunned momentarily. Both of you will be stunned. Before we get into more advanced stuff, let's talk about our defensive options. Catching. You can catch the ball by pressing L2 when your opponent throws it at you. If you do a perfect catch, you'll get an overcharge stack. You can have up to 6. The ball gets noticeably faster each and every stack. It's actually insane. So if you're able to keep it up, absolutely try it out if you can. You'll notice how many overcharge stacks you have, it will be labeled on the ball. If you wait too long to throw after I think 4 or more overcharge stacks, you'll lose those stacks, so you have to think fast and make something happen. You also have the ability to cancel charge shots by dodging, or by sprinting, or by catching. Sprinting will be the fastest way to cancel your charge shot by far. Let's get into some advanced tech that's gonna go a long way in Knockout City. In Knockout City, you have a technique called trick shot. You have 2 variations. You can lob or you could do a curve shot. It's important you know how to utilize these trick shots because they will be very vital to getting that KO sometimes. To do a lob shot, you have to press triangle and R2 at the same time. This is a good maneuver to use when someone is above you and you need that extra air in order to get them, or to just throw them off their game. Next is our other trick shot, the curve shot. And it does what it pretty much says, it curves the shot. You can dictate which way it curves by facing that direction. So if you want it to curve left, go towards the left. And if you want it to curve right, go towards the right. This trick shot is really good for catching people that are going around the corner, or just make the ball curve in such a way that they're unable to react in time and get caught slacking. Also, something to mention, when you press triangle, you'll do a backflip, and when you press circle, you'll do a spin. When you do these mid-air, it gives you a little extra airtime, so it can come in handy for those sticky situations. Another thing to note as well, you can do these trick shots with passes to your teammates as well. It's not just limited to normal shots. So if you want to curve a ball to your teammate, or if you want to lob a ball to your teammate, you can absolutely do that as a pass. Okay, let's talk about team synergy. Not only can you throw and pass the ball to your teammates, creating overcharge for your homies, but listen, you can become the ball for your homies. That's right, and this is incredibly useful and resourceful. Press R1 to become the ball. Once you become the ball, one of your teammates can pick you up and throw you just like you would any other ball. The difference about a homie ball is significant though. If you get hit by a homie ball, it just straight up knocks you out. There's no need to hit them twice. This can be super useful for racking up KOs quick, or when you and your teammate just can't find a ball. Another thing that is incredible about becoming the ball is that if you become the ball and your teammate charges you, you become a bomb and you can drop down on the enemy, creating a large explosion radius that could potentially KO the whole team. If you land on a bounce pad, you can get like an additional jump, but it won't have as much force. This is a good strategy to use when your opponents are preoccupied with another one of your teammates. You can get the quick edge on them by using this useful tactic. Don't get careless turning into a ball. If your opponent catches you while as a ball, you'll be locked up and you'll have to mash in order to get out. And while your opponent has a human ball, they can KO you or your teammate in one hit as well if you get hit. Ever heard of the phrase, what goes around comes around? Another good tactic to use is faking your throw, and it's easy to do. All you gotta do is hit L3 and you'll do a fake out. A lot of people in this game right now are very eager to catch a ball, so faking them out will be no problem. Once the game has been out for a while, I think this won't be as viable, but for now it's a really good strat to do, especially when people are very trigger happy on catching balls. Couple of quick tips before we conclude the video. When you don't know where a ball is, take a look around and see if you can spot a glowing light. These lights will indicate if there's a ball nearby. That way you can get back into the ball game. There are also contracts, or what I would like to call dailies, in Knockout City. Press the pause menu and square when you're in the hideout and you can view these contracts. Oh, you can also view these contracts while in game as well. That way if you forget, you can always check real quick. You can track up to 4 contracts at the same time. You should make doing this a priority, mainly because they give you loads of EXP, HoloBucks, which is the premium currency of the game, and various items in-game. These contracts will reset daily, so you'll always have a fresh batch to do. Something else to keep in mind as well is that if you fall off the stage under any circumstances, it will be a point to the opposing team, even if it was your own fault. One last thing, use your terrain and obstacles as an advantage. The environment is made to protect you and give you any edge it can, so use that to your dominance. Knockout City has been a nice, fun experience for me, and I just wanted to share some tips and strategies that helped me along the way. If you guys have something that can help newer players, please let me know. This won't be the last Knockout City video we do. With that being said, if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, as it really does help your boy out. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do check it out. It really is an awesome place. If you want to join our Discord, I'd check that out as well. It's gonna be discord.gg/logicmotion. Really cool place, really cool people. Check it out. With that being said, you all have a wonderful rest of your day. This has been Logic, and I'll see you in the next chapter.